Business laptops typically reflect the corporate market they're built for. They're inoffensive and just a tad boring. But it doesn't have to be this way. HP's new EliteBook x360 G2 is proof that your work laptop should be no less sleek, comfortable or powerful than anything you would use at home. The laptop, $1,249 to start, $1,899 as tested, combines looks, performance, including a U-Series Intel Core i7 CPU, a standout keyboard and a wide array of security features in a package that's so sexy that no one will believe you actually got it from work. HP's winning streak with premium design continues with the EliteBook x360 G2, which is the most stunning business machine I've ever seen. The silver, aluminum unibody laptop uses the company's modern logo found only on its top-of-the-line machines. Lifting the lid shows off the 13.3-inch, 1080p touchscreen, backlit keyboard, and shiny, diamond cut around the touchpad and fingerprint reader. The EliteBook x360 is jam-packed with security options. Any organization can customize this 2-inch-1 to fit its ID policy. You can use the fingerprint reader and infrared camera with Windows Hello, and I happen to be a fan of facial recognition login. If you prefer a non-biometric way of logging in, you can use the smart card reader. This system also supports vPro for remote management, and TPM to encrypt your biometric data. Whenever you reboot your computer, HP Sure Start kicks in, verifying the BIOS and self-healing if there are any issues. The EliteBook's display produces vivid colors, but the screen isn't very bright. When I watched the trailer for Spider-Man: Homecoming, I had to pump up the brightness all the way, and I still had trouble making out the dark green in the Vulture's suit. The picture was sharp, though, and I could see the stitching in Spider-Man's costume. When I watched the same trailer on a model with the SureView privacy screen turned on, the trailer had a foggy quality to it, though bright colors like the red and blue in Spidey's suit and the Vulture's bright green eyes still shine through. You wouldn't use the privacy screen to watch a movie though, you'd use it for work. The SureView privacy screen works surprisingly well. With the press of a button, F2, to be precise, that display appears completely white to anyone trying to sneak a peek at what you're looking on. From straight on, you can still see everything, although with a slightly foggy quality. It's still good enough to see some writing, web browsing or spreadsheets. I was pleasantly surprised by the keyboard on the EliteBook. Despite just 1.2 millimeters of travel and 65 grams of force required to press the keys, the keyboard doesn't feel shallow. It's clicky and responsive, and I never bottom out. On the 10fastfingers.com typing test, I sped along at 122 words per minute, faster than my usual 117 WPM, and that's on a good day, and standard 2% error rate. HP also includes a stylus in the box, which is a nice touch, as well as two holders, one that slides into the smart card reader if you're not using it, and another that attaches to the deck with an adhesive. I prefer the smart card option, and I'm not sure I'd ever use the sticky one. HP has partnered with Bang & Olufsen again to tune the company's speakers, and they're a bit of a mixed bag. When I listened to White Rabbit's percussion gun, the vocals, choral chanting and namesake drums were all balanced, but I found the sound to be quiet for my taste. It only just filled up our mid-size conference room. Armed with the 2.8 GHz Intel Core i7 7600U CPU, 16 GB of RAM and a 512 GB PC solid-state drive, the EliteBook is more than prepared for a cornucopia of research and spreadsheets. The EliteBook should last you through most, if not all, of your workday. This 2-inch-1 endured for 9 hours and 17 minutes on the laptop mag battery test, handily beating the 813 Ultra portable average. The EliteBook's 720p webcam takes vivid photos that are just sharp enough. In a shot I took at my desk, my red sweater really popped against the white walls in our office, and you could just make out individual hairs on my head. But the lights behind me were completely blown out, which was distracting. If you're sweating and approaching a hard deadline, the EliteBook will still be cool and collected. It stayed nice and comfortable after we streamed HD video from YouTube for 15 minutes. It measured 77 degrees on the touchpad, 83 degrees at the center of the keyboard and 86 degrees on the bottom. At one point near the hinge, it reached 94 degrees, but that's still lower than our 95-degree comfort threshold. The EliteBook comes with a standard software suite pre-installed, with a few HP apps and some bloatware native to Windows 10. HP Jumpstart makes it easy to register your laptop and download free software. If you pair the EliteBook with the WorkWise mobile app, you'll be able to check your PC's battery life, temperature, and remaining RAM and storage space from afar. The EliteBook x360 we reviewed costs $1,910 and rocks a 2.8 GHz Intel Core i7 7600U CPU, 16 GB of RAM, a 512 GB PCIe SSD and a 1080p display. The HP EliteBook x360 G2 is the business laptop that I wish my company would issue. It's beautifully designed, has a great keyboard for typing on the go, and battery life that will last throughout the workday. While I'd be unlikely to use all of the 2-inch -1 modes on a day-to-day basis, it's nice to have the option.